What if I told you Cadillac once imagined a spaceship-like roadster, a V16, powered luxury beast, and a futuristic coupe that looked straight out of Blade Runner, but none of them ever hit the showroom? Welcome to the world of Cadillacs that were never made, 21 bold, bizarre, and beautiful concept cars that stayed locked in the vault. These designs reveal what Cadillac could have been if the world had just been a little braver. Let's explore the all. Number 1, 1941 Cadillac the Duchess. What it was: a custom-built Cadillac Series 62 convertible created for the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. It featured a lowered roofline, extended fenders, and a sleek, European-inspired design that departed from Cadillac's traditional American styling. Why it mattered: it marked Cadillac's early flirtation with bespoke luxury and international design cues, showing the brand's potential to cater to elite tastes beyond the US market. Why it never made it: the Duchess was a one-off commission, never intended for mass production. Its unique styling didn't align with Cadillac's broader post-war design strategy. Number 2, 1953 Cadillac Le Mans. What it was: a fiberglass-bodied roadster built to celebrate Cadillac's performance heritage and its participation in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It featured a low-slung profile, wraparound windshield, and futuristic tail fins. Why it mattered: it was one of GM's earliest uses of fiberglass in car design and hinted at Cadillac's interest in combining luxury with sportiness. Why it never made it: the Le Mans was purely a show car, and Cadillac wasn't ready to enter the performance roadster market. Production costs and brand positioning kept it off the assembly line. Number 3, 1953 Cadillac Series 62 Coupe Ghia. What it was: a Cadillac chassis rebodied by Italian coach builder Ghia, blending American power with European elegance. It featured handcrafted details, a refined silhouette, and luxurious interior appointments. Why it mattered: it showcased the possibilities of international collaboration and bespoke craftsmanship, elevating Cadillac's image among global luxury brands. Why it never made it: as a coach-built one-off, it was never meant for production. The cost and complexity of hand-built imports made it impractical for Cadillac's mass-market strategy. Number 4, 1954 Cadillac Lane Espada. What it was: a futuristic two-seat roadster concept with dramatic tail fins, a wraparound windshield, and a jet-age dashboard. It was part of GM's Motorama Dream car lineup. Why it mattered: La Espada embodied the optimism and flamboyance of 1950s American design, pushing the boundaries of what a Cadillac could look like. Why it never made it: it was too radical for production, and Cadillac's customer base wasn't ready for such a departure from traditional luxury styling. Number 5, 1954 Cadillac Pininfarina PF 200 Cabriolet. What it was: a Cadillac chassis reimagined by Italian design house Pininfarina, featuring a rounded front grille, flowing lines, and European proportions. Why it mattered: it was a rare fusion of American engineering and Italian design, hinting at Cadillac's potential to compete with European luxury brands. Why it never made it: like the Ghia Coupe, it was a one-off coach-built car. Cadillac's production model strategy didn't support such bespoke collaborations at scale. Number 6, 1955 Cadillac LaSalle 2 Roadster. What it was: a compact, two-seat roadster concept designed to revive the LaSalle nameplate. It featured a sleek fiberglass body, futuristic styling, and a lightweight aluminum V6 engine, an experimental move for GM at the time. Why it mattered: it was Cadillac's attempt to explore smaller, sportier luxury vehicles and test advanced materials and engine configurations. Why it never made it: the market wasn't ready for a compact Cadillac, and the aluminum V6 was too experimental for production. GM shelved the idea, and the LaSalle name remained retired. Number 7, 1958 Cadillac Skylight Coupe and Convertible. What it was: a pair of Motorama show cars featuring dramatic roof designs, one with a panoramic skylight and the other with a retractable hardtop. Both had exaggerated tail fins and space-age styling. Why it mattered: these concepts pushed the boundaries of roof engineering and visual drama, reflecting America's fascination with aviation and space. Why it never made it: The roof mechanisms were too complex and costly for mass production, and the designs were considered too radical for Cadillac's conservative buyers. Number 8. 1959 Cadillac Cyclone. What it was: a jet-inspired concept car with bubble canopies, radar-based crash avoidance systems, and titanium body panels. It was designed by Harley Earl as his final GM project. Why it mattered: the Cyclone was a bold vision of future mobility, introducing ideas like autonomous safety tech and aerospace aesthetics decades before they became mainstream. Why it never made it: it was purely a design exercise, and its features were far too advanced for the era's manufacturing capabilities and safety regulations. Number 9. 1959 Cadillac Starlight. What it was: a futuristic coupe concept with a glass roof, wraparound rear window, and minimalist chrome detailing. It emphasized visibility and light, creating a lounge-like cabin experience. Why it mattered: the Starlight explored new ways to make luxury cars feel open and airy, challenging the norms of heavy, enclosed American sedans. Why it never made it: the extensive use of glass raised concerns about heat, glare, and structural integrity. It remained a styling study rather than a production candidate. Number 10. 1961 Cadillac Jacqueline Brougham Coupe. What it was: a sleek, low-slung coupe designed by Pininfarina and named after First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy. It featured European proportions, subtle tail fins, and a luxurious interior. Why it mattered: it symbolized Cadillac's desire to blend American prestige with European elegance, targeting a more refined, international audience. Why it never made it: it was a one-off tribute car, and its styling didn't align with Cadillac's mainstream design direction. Production feasibility and brand strategy kept it off the line. Number 11. 1961 Cadillac Lane Sal XP 715. What it was: a sleek, two-door coupe designed to revive the LaSalle name as a sporty sub-brand under Cadillac. It featured clean lines, a long hood, and minimal chrome, with styling cues that would later influence the 1963 Buick Riviera. Why it mattered: it represented Cadillac's interest in creating a more youthful, performance-oriented luxury offering, potentially expanding its market reach. Why it never made it: GM decided to assign the design to Buick instead, launching it as the Riviera. The LaSalle revival was shelved, and Cadillac stuck to its core luxury sedan lineup. Number 12. 1965 Cadillac XP 840 Eldorado Fastback. What it was: a fastback coupe concept based on the Eldorado, featuring a sloping rear roofline, hidden headlights, and a more aerodynamic profile than typical Cadillacs of the era. Why it mattered: it hinted at a sportier, more European-inspired direction for Cadillac's personal luxury cars, challenging the dominance of Ford's Thunderbird. Why it never made it: the fastback styling was considered too radical for Cadillac's conservative buyers, and GM opted for a more traditional Eldorado design when it launched the production model in 1967. Number 13. 1970 Cadillac NART Zagato. What it was: a one-off sports coupe built by Italian coach builder Zagato on a Cadillac Eldorado chassis, commissioned by Luigi Chinetti of the North American Racing Team, NART. It featured a lightweight body and exotic styling. Why it mattered: it was a rare fusion of American power and Italian design, showcasing Cadillac's potential as a platform for international customization and performance. Why it never made it: it was a private commission, not a GM project. Cadillac had no plans to pursue a sports car direction, and the NART Zagato remained a unique curiosity. Number 14. 1975 Cadillac Mirage. What it was: a limited-run coupe utility, or UDA, based on the Cadillac Coupe de Ville, converted by traditional coachworks. It featured a pickup-style bed while retaining Cadillac's luxury appointments. Why it mattered: it was an unusual blend of utility and luxury, offering a Cadillac alternative to vehicles like the Chevrolet El Camino. Why it never made it: Cadillac never officially endorsed the Mirage, and only a handful were built. The concept was too niche to justify full-scale production. Number 15. 1988 Cadillac Voyage. What it was: a futuristic luxury sedan concept packed with advanced tech like voice recognition, navigation systems, digital dashboards, and heads-up displays. Its sleek, aerodynamic body previewed Cadillac's future design language. Why it mattered. It showcased Cadillac's commitment to innovation and hinted at a tech-driven future for American luxury vehicles. Why it never made it. The technology was ahead of its time, and production costs were too high. It remained a design and tech showcase rather than a production candidate. Number 16. 1989 Cadillac Solitaire. What it was? A sleek, two-seat luxury coupe concept with a long, aerodynamic body and minimalist styling. It featured a V8 engine, digital instrumentation, and flush-mounted glass for a futuristic look. Why it mattered. The Solitaire aimed to redefine Cadillac's image as a forward-thinking luxury brand, blending performance with elegance in a compact format. Why it never made it. The market for two-seat American luxury coupes was limited, and GM didn't see a viable path to production. It remained a design study. Number 17. 1990 Cadillac Aurora. What it was. A futuristic four-door sedan concept with a bubble-like greenhouse, advanced electronics, and a focus on aerodynamics. It featured a digital dashboard and early driver assist technologies. Why it mattered. Aurora showcased Cadillac's vision for the future of luxury mobility, emphasizing tech integration and sleek design. Why it never made it. The styling was too unconventional for Cadillac's core buyers, and the tech wasn't ready for mass production. It stayed in the concept phase. Number 18. 1999 Cadillac Steinmetz Catera. What it was. A high-performance version of the Cadillac Catera, modified by German tuner Steinmetz. It featured aggressive bodywork, upgraded suspension, and sportier interior touches. Why it mattered. It represented Cadillac's attempt to tap into the European sports sedan market and give the Catera a more dynamic identity. Why it never made it. The Catera itself struggled in the US market, and GM didn't pursue the Steinmetz variant beyond the prototype stage. Number 19. 2000 Cadillac Eldorado. What it was. A modern reinterpretation of the classic Eldorado coupe, featuring sharp lines, a bold grille, and a tech-laden interior. It was meant to revive Cadillac's personal luxury coupe legacy. Why it mattered. It aimed to bring back the spirit of the Eldorado with updated styling and performance, appealing to nostalgic buyers and younger audiences alike. Why it never made it. Cadillac was shifting toward SUVs and sedans, and the coupe market was shrinking. The concept didn't align with GM's evolving strategy. Number 20. 2002 Cadillac CN. What it was. A mid-engine supercar concept with a 7.5-liter V12 producing 750 horsepower, built to celebrate Cadillac's 100th anniversary. It featured carbon fiber construction and stealth-inspired styling. Why it mattered. CN was Cadillac's boldest performance statement, aiming to compete with Ferrari and Lamborghini while redefining the brand's image. Why it never made it. The cost and complexity of production were too high, and GM didn't see a sustainable market for a Cadillac supercar. Number 21. 2003 Cadillac 16. What it was. A full-size ultra-luxury sedan concept powered by a 13.6-liter V16 engine producing 1,000 horsepower. It featured a long, sculpted hood, minimalist interior, and design elements inspired by classic pre-war Cadillacs. Why it mattered. The 16 was Cadillac's ultimate expression of American luxury and engineering ambition, intended to rival Rolls-Royce and Maybach while reviving the grandeur of the brand's golden era. Why it never made it. The production costs were prohibitively high, and there was no sustainable market for such an extravagant vehicle. GM shelved the project, but its design language influenced future models like the CTS and Escalade. And there you have it. 21 Cadillacs that dared to dream but never made it to the showroom. From V16 monsters to Italian coach-built masterpieces, these concepts weren't just cars. They were statements. They told us what Cadillac could have been if the world had leaned a little further into ambition, elegance, and risk. Some shaped future models. Others vanished into the archives. But every one of them reminds us, in the world of automotive design, The boldest ideas don't always get built, but they always leave a mark. If you love this journey through Cadillac's forgotten legends, hit that like button, subscribe to ARO Fact, and drop a comment. Which concept should have made it to production? Until next time, keep your wheels turning and your imagination racing.